said and talked, assuming figured out that you're probably were someone there until Kira showed up and started explaining that you have to kill a great boar sent by Sidon and Lutheria to prove yourselves worthy. And you spend the rest of the night at the tavern, training, doing drinking, and the next day you head out, reaching a cave. It's supposed to be the lair of the boar when he suddenly appears and hits, smacking one of the hunters that led you there. You slowly but surely manage to kill the boar, and you sacrifice him in the name of Kira, which is it appeared to be the same Kira as the one that accompanied you, and she swore she will help you in your journey. Then you begin your then you travel to the temple of the Oracle, where you see that the temple's people attendees have been taken by well the cult of Sidon. And, after a quick discussion, which no one could agree upon, you guys decided to fight each other, which ended in you winning and saving the attendees, heading downstairs to save the Oracle. Yeah, that seems about right. We changed map. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
I assume we changed the map.
Yes, did.
The light blue light shimmers across the walls of this rocky grotto. The room is lit by torches and filled with mist coming from the steaming hot water. You can hear water further down the cave going deeper and deeper. Yeah,
Lighting girl.
yeah.
I guess Donis will be leading everybody. He seems to be in quite a rush to get to the Oracle. Which way should we go there?
There's only one way to the east. Just a small creek
Indeed.
down south.
The hell is this tent on the middle?
What then?
Hmm?
Tent or
Oh, the
whatever it is,
rugs.
yeah. Are they just rugs on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, as Donis is walking, he's just going to be looking around for anything out of place or anything like that.
You'll hear some yelling coming from the north.
From
Yelling
the
of
north.
pain.
Yelling of what
Hey.
pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Donis is going to be running very
Okay,
quickly
and
now.
you'll stop here.
Yep.
Yeah. As the rug wakes up. The rug wakes up.
God damn it.
And this was how Dallas died. Killed by rocks.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Yeah.
Look at the amazing art I pulled out. It's the wrong thing. The number 7.
What's the rug comes out? 7.
What's in the box?
Ah,
There we go. Smothered by the rug. You will. Yeah. You are currently grappled by it. And while you're grappled, you're restrained, blinded, and suffocating. But you will not take any damage. And we can all roll initiative. So you need to remember how to open the initiative table. I think it's yeah, found it.
Oh man. Was not the direction I expected things to go so quickly.
Do select your tokens when you roll
I did.
next time.
There we go. Oh wait, shit, my phone roll went away. Let me quickly
Oh, it says you rolled 15.
I'm gonna change that now. There you go. And Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Okay, got one net one out of the way. 4 more to go.
Adding extras over you. You have to constantly delete
Really? What?
the initiative because you already were there, and you rolled again. It just added you again.
Oh shit.
I changed it though. So Aria 21.
Okay, I'm having fun with Chrome not wanting to do the VTT right now.
You can just normally roll on D&D Beyond then. And just say what you got.
Okay, let's do that.
Trying to find a good music list.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a bit behind tonight.
Just trying to
Okay.
find some good music there.
It's 7 for initiative.
7.
Are you gonna run the music for this one, Matt?
I can't find any good music, unfortunately. That fits the scene, but if you can find something better. Bum, bum, ba, 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 bum.
I mean, for now.
Well, Aria, you're first.
Are we sure we want to leave that guy?
You can. It's your turn. Do whatever.
I'm curious. Does this thing have a mind? Mind sliver on it.
What does it?
The
Okay, well, it's immune to psychic damage. The mind damage does not affect the sentient rug.
and see if we learn something. That is good.
It doesn't have a mind to be affected.
Oh well, guess we're just gonna leave it to kill the guy.
Well, up next, the rug. You will take 11 damage, Dolos.
Oh shit, that's a lot of damage.
And that's his turn. Dolos, it's your turn.
Okay, what options do I have? Can I try to rip off the
Yeah, you can
rug?
make an athletics check. Either an
Okay.
athletics or acrobatics to attempt to escape. But you
Oh,
have disadvantage because you're restrained, I believe.
That's for the acrobatics check. Or is it just disadvantage? Period.
It's on saving throws. Does blind do anything if you're also blind?
Let's see, restraint, attack rolls. So the acrobatics check will be at disadvantage because I'm restrained.
Yeah.
You know what? The math checks out that my +8 acrobatics at disadvantage is better than my +1 athletics, so I shall do that. 13?
13, just enough.
Oh. Yeah, you see Dolus wiggle out. I'm not going to die to a carpet today, and he gets out, and he will jump over to you. He will take an opportunity attack.
7. He'll miss you with a 7.
Yep, that's a miss. I refuse to die to a carpet today.
Arterius,
That'll
the
be me.
carpet has awakened.
Have we got everyone on the initiative?
I see everyone. Do you not see everyone? I saw that Danny didn't see everyone.
Maybe just refresh Roll20. I'm doing
I
that.
already did.
I have a list, so it's...
Nope, there is problems. At least 17 has mentioned there's problems.
Yeah, I did send it in Discord. If you need it. The one I can see.
Yeah, no, I just couldn't see Volton.
Oh. He is right after you.
Yeah, I see. Not that. That's fine. We can work around it. Good old buggy code.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I've been playing catch up here.
Okay, I don't seem to have control over my token.
If I remember how to fix it.
I tell you what, let me just drag her on again. There we go. Delete the other one. Perfect. And let's go initiative and quickly on there.
Okay, Arterius is going to start making his way forward, and I'm going to throw my spear at the rug.
Yeah.
I'll just run up and say, "I don't think that's how you're meant to ride it." Actually, I was going to do an accent. I will do that now. But he throws the spear. A natural one.
Not much I can do about that. He just dodges to the side.
Where do you throw the spear? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, he would have been throwing it as he's running, so it would probably land somewhere in the water next to you, like.
Yeah, you see, Jules try to make a small dodge and say, "Watch where you throw that thing."
My bad. And then I'm going to use my other sorcery point to get another spell slot back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to sorcerer.
No worries, Voltan.
Didn't it clean it first?
She got a 7 on her previous roll.
Oh.
It's just in the roll point to see if it works. This is think
Okay.
about 7.
Well, screw it. I'll take the page out of Arterius' book. And I'll run up to here and grab my javelin, and then just wait. Give me a second. I need to check something. Okay, never mind. I'll just grab my javelin and try to hit him.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, hits.
10 points
Roll
of
10
piercing
damage.
damage.
There is a big hole in him.
And I'll give a smug smile to Arterius. And then that's it.
Right, I guess next competition is spear throwing then.
And Delphi.
Oh, realized I could try hiding. Oh. It's not really a good place to hide, is it?
So how vicious does this rug look in terms of threatening? That's a question we couldn't ask.
Look at
Um,
look at Dolos. He'll tell you.
Dolos is completely wrapped in the rug, right? Completely
No,
surrounded.
he managed to
Oh,
escape.
no. No, I wiggled my way out and jumped across the little stream of water, yeah.
Okay. Well then, she will sort of lift her hands in the air and pull down a flame-like radiance on the rug. It gets to do a dexterity saving throw. As
Well, it's
a
not very dexterous, right?
sacred flame descends on it from the sky.
He rolled a 21.
Oh crap!
You can get max
That
damage.
One.
barely makes it, but it makes it.
This is one tough rug.
Yeah. Anything else?
She will move closer to there. This is hot water, right? With a little bit of a
No,
flame.
it's
heat
not
there.
just warm. It's not as hot as it was
Okay,
in the upper level.
that's her turn.
You know, I'm not liking my positioning right now.
Yeah, Electra, you're up. You are also muted.
Electra. Kate.
Oh, it's my turn. It's confusing because I only see like 4 people on the town order. Okie dokie. Fuck, I can't get close to it. I guess it's a good thing that I have Eldritch Blast then. So Eldritch Blast.
Roll.
That's sad.
13 hits.
Oh. And that'll be 4 points of force damage.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Back to the top.
Oh no.
Arya.
That's alright.
Well, the first didn't work? So, let's see what the fates have in store for you with the Eldritch Blast.
Hits.
Nice. That's a max roll, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
just-
a max roll, man. Like, when I see that, I'm like, how did it roll like that? Well, I'm a happy bird.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in him. He's barely
Not
afloat.
dead.
Barely afloat. Anything else, Arya?
Nope.
On the Ragstar. He'll attempt to smother you for hitting him hard. And he got an 18 to smother.
Yes.
You are smothered. You don't take any damage in this turn. Only on your next turn. Dolos, you're up.
And Dolus will hop across here, jump over here. As he's about to try stab the carpet, he realizes it's literally covering his party member. Is now unsure because he doesn't want to accidentally stab the stabber. Can you try rip the carpet off?
Yeah. In your action to pull it
Mhm.
off. You can make an athletics. Try to pull it off.
Athletics. Not good at it, but let's see. 7?
Not enough, unfortunately. He
Okay, you see,
stays firm.
Dulles puts a spear on the ground and just gets his hand on it, as trying to rip off the damn carpet. Get off her! That's the-
Arterius.
I'm going to run over to Dolos and try and help him to do this, but I'm just going to use I'm going to use a demigod strike as that's just a renamed, but to make an attack. Okay.
16 hits.
Okay, it takes 8 points of force damage, and I move it 5 feet away. So can I try and push it like just Dolos and I grabbing it and like, spinning?
Well, it is
spinning
enough
Arya out
to
of
heal the rug. But how does the attack look like? As you also smack Arya in the process. Arya, you will take 4 damage. 4 force damage.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
No, well okay. Fine.
You try to push it. That's the mechanic of it. When you hit it, you hit whoever is.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. What he's actually trying to do is pull it rather than push it on this one. As I'm kind of gonna be using that like he's a bit of a grappler, but yeah. So he's just gonna help out Dolos trying to unravel it, and he does so perhaps a little bit forcefully. But I feel like he pulls it and it just makes her like spin in place, so she probably falls over from the violence of being whipped out of the carpet. That's my turn.
You can make acrobatic dex save, Arya, to take the damage.
No.
Yeah, you will take the 4 damage. But the rug is defeated.
Tyrus is just beating it against the ground like trying to get dust out of a carpet.
Bad rock.
I think it's dead. Or at least pretending.
It shouldn't even be alive.
That's true. Everyone keep an eye out for more sentient decorations.
Oh, how naughty do I feel? Yes.
Ooh.
Delphia will point at Arterius and say, "There's a sentient decoration."
I wish I could say that it was the first time I'd heard that.
I'll go to the place where I tossed my javelin and pick it up and place it back in my bag before jumping.
The second rug.
Well, did not expect to be smothered by a rug down here. But let's keep moving.
So this water is just warm, right?
Yeah, just water. You can walk on it.
Fantastic. Delphia will walk in the water as far as she can.
What is this thing right here? It's just a lantern?
I think it's just like a, like a fire. You know, those like cans of fire or whatever it's called.
Is this
Yeah,
a
Dallas
wall
is
that we
gonna-
can't see?
Yeah, it's a wall, it's a stone wall.
Okay.
Yeah, Dolus is gonna try crouch low and try approach whatever is here.
Roll stealth.
As he's doing it, can I just push him with my leg into the
Hello.
water
There you go.
face
Sorry.
point?
Yeah. Okay. Push him in the water, go ahead.
Oh god, man, the lag is starting. No.
The lag is good for
There
you.
you go. There you go. It's fine now.
Basically, when you decided to duck low, Matt, Walton just came behind you and just pushed you into the water.
Hello.
Yeah,
Can we hear us?
I don't know. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. All right, cool. There you go.
Are you
Things
good?
all work. Yeah, I'm good. Now I think everything is stabilized, so we should be good.
Okay, good.
All right,
You're
cool.
still in the water though.
Hmm.
You're still in the water though.
He pushed you in the
Yeah.
water.
So.
You
Oh, wait,
didn't
what?
stick around, he kicked you into the water. And
You're in my way. Move, bitch! Get out of the way!
Yeah, let's see if I'm gonna roll dex save. See if I fucking don't trip and fall into the water.
And this is how Dallas drowned.
14. Yeah, he just stumbles, but I was like, and gives like a what the fuck look. But yeah, that's about it.
You're blocking the way. The fuck are you doing?
Well, I was trying to have a look, but clearly you have other. And he's gone. Okay.
at the entrance to the chamber is a beautiful woman in a golden remnant is stretched out. Yeah, she's held captive by tendrils of animated water. And standing beside her, a hideous blue-skinned woman crackles as she plunges a knife into a nearby acolyte. I reveal the room. There's a dead body to the side.
What the fuck?
It's an animated water stream.
Weird looking thing that.
Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, Dolus comes behind you and says, "Yeah, that's the article there." And she'll point to the one that has golden fins, the one with black hair. That's the description. Those other two things don't look pretty, though.
So we kill?
We kill.
Walton's gonna crack his knuckles. He's gonna roar and just rush in.
Okay, you can make a wisdom save as he rushes in and sees one of the most disgusting things he's seen his entire life.
Oh, shit.
And you can roll initiative.
Yeah, but can I just
Wait,
say that
darn.
when I ward, I use my
Rage,
rage?
yeah.
Thank you.
And you can all press your tokens and then roll initiative and see if it actually adds you. Oh, it added Arya. Like-
Ooh, that's a good wisdom save for me.
Yeah, you're fine.
9.
You managed to overcome her ugliness. She's still ugly, but it doesn't scare you.
Son of a bitch! Another one.
I know
You're
exactly
like standing
what
in
it
front of
is.
her. Ah.
Second time?
Yeah.
It for some reason did not add Delphia again.
Did you roll with from the? You rolled differently with the others. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
How?
they rolled from D&D Beyond, so that would be an 18 initiative.
I'll just add you.
Are
That's weird.
we playing that you can swap initiatives with other people?
Sure.
Wait, what?
Well, I don't know. That's a homebrew thing that some people do in other systems. Often you can do that. It's up to you. But if we are playing that, I'm happy to swap with you if you want, Belton, because I'm all the way back here.
Let's try it. I think it's a bit strong, but yeah, let's do it for this one.
Seems a little bit OP, but I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Since it
go
really
ahead.
makes sense that he would act right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could go either way. It's Arterius could either be like, "Oh no, Valton's in trouble," and run in there. But I think it makes more sense. You're clearly acting first,
I'll switch the two of you then.
Shit.
so I'll take you on that one because I'm a generous god.
Demigod.
Hmm.
Do you see yourselves the initiative now?
Yeah. Personally, I see everybody.
Yes.
Oh, she also got a natural one. This fight might be over before it starts, but yeah,
Let's go.
Delphi, you're up.
So she's going to her eyes kind of cloud over a little bit of spells. It's like she's looking into different planes. And she will prophesy that it is going to go well in this fight for Dolos, Volton, and Electra as she casts Bless on them.
Lol.
So you get a 1d4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
Ooh, very cool.
And she has no bonus actions yet because. Yes, just because. And that is her turn.
Valton? Well,
Yeah. Walton's just gonna give a huge, like, exhale from his nostrils. He's gonna raise his axe. He's gonna try to chop it in half from the beginning. I'll use Reckless and I'll use Great Weapon Master.
yeah, roll. Maybe you'll roll high enough this time. Yeah,
Yay, 17.
that
That's
works.
good.
Is it enough?
To kill? No. To
No,
hit,
no, no,
yeah.
no, 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 to hit, because
You
I have
hit,
1d4 from Bless. Yeah, yeah.
You hit.
So that would be 26 points of
26.
damage.
Yeah, it
Oh,
buries
saucy.
deep wherever you targeted it, but she's not dead
Oh.
yet.
Yeah, on her. Basically on like shoulder plate.
Yeah, it digs deep.
And then I'll just
Feels in pain. Ah,
I'll use my leg to like give myself leverage and I'll grab my axe from it and then I'll put myself here if that's possible between like here actually between the girl and her if it's possible. If not, I'll
yeah,
just
you
stand
can.
here.
He's not that big. He's big enough to hold her.
And that's all I can do.
Electra. Kate.
Caitlin.
Oh, there we go. Fucking hell, I was muted. She wants to move
Okay,
over.
you're not allowed. No.
Hmm?
I don't know. Yeah, move.
What?
Yeah, it's fine.
He's trolling you.
Okay.
Lulululululul.
She won't get close enough to bonk it. Actually, I have a glaive.
You can still bonk it
Actually,
from
what is
there.
this?
You're right next to her.
You're right
Oh, yeah.
next to it. You just hit it.
I don't know why my brain picked that up as a player character.
Maybe she
But,
should. Maybe you're aiming for Valton. It's completely fine. You can use the glaive.
Let's go. There you go.
Yeah, it hits.
And that'll be the 8. Oh, fuck, I forgot to say Green Flame Blade. It is what it is. And, yeah, that'll be our turn.
Dolos.
Dolus is going to speed along. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna hop past Electra,
Yeah.
and Achilles style is gonna try to stab this thing. The spear, two-handed.
Yeah.
Ah, it's 22. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's fits.
Excellent. That's going to be the. How does this work? Yeah, so what the hell? It's so confusing. So it's going to be the 7 plus the 3. So that's going to be 10 points of damage as he pokes her real hard.
Yeah, he's barely standing.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'm going to use the last 10 feet of movement to move 10 feet back.
Is disengaged.
I have. No. It's I have the feature mobile, so if I
Mobile, yeah.
attack somebody, I can.
Yeah, you know,
So I
yeah.
can just move back. Nice quick
Aria?
attacks.
Yep. Aria will move up there. Upliving. And he thinks it's so ugly it can't be that smart.
$18.
Oh well.
Did it have damage or?
No, it's a cantrip, so no. And that's my turn.
Arterius? I assume you have more than +1 to your dex.
Who Arterius?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead then.
Oh, right. Okay, that's with me. Yes, I'm going to also try and move in here and just squeeze past. Yes. Then I think he's got his spear back. I think he'll try and make an attack with that first.
Yeah.
There's 12 points of piercing damage, but 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, she's dead. How are you doing it?
Yeah, so he'll kind of mimic what Dolus was just doing, I think. But as he kind of runs in, he'll take the jumping strike sort of to the neck, just a quick stab, and landing to then only look up at the big creature up there, like the water weird or whatever that is, as he's just like, oh, excuse me. As
The hag
I'll move
dies.
into the-
The water disappears. Yay!
Ooh, that was deceptively easy.
Yeah, I completely forgot to force all of you to roll wisdom saves, but I just said fuck it.
It's so ugly we didn't see how ugly she was.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it. Just saw like a shadow basically.
Yeah, Tyrus is noticing it as it dissipates, so it's like he's like, oh my, oh, well, glad we didn't have to deal with that. And he'll bow to the oracle.
Yeah. You see Dolas very quickly run through and push past everybody to get to the oracle, and he's immediately going to check her to see how she's doing.
So are you dead in there? Okay, you're not dead.
I'm fine, Dolos. Thank you. Right on time.
Thought I was going to lose you there.
Well, you're not the chosen ones for no reason.
This is true. These ones know how to fight, that is for sure.
So
Your
you're here to hear the prophecy.
indeed, you did.
Leave my chambers and do it not here.
Yeah, Dolus will take her hand and help her up.
She'll stand up. Please, and she'll motion out of here.
Yeah, Dolus will look at everybody and say, "Well, follow the lady's orders."
She'll saying hello to Kira and thank her for bringing you guys here. What am I missing? Yeah. Okay.
God damn it, why Baltor isn't here?
I was also gonna
Are you
ask
sure?
that
Are you
stuff on the
sure?
ground.
Yeah, that's the gold that is given to the Oracle is. I don't think sacrifice.
I.e., not yours.
Baltor wouldn't
Baltor
care.
can, but Baltor will just die because of it.
Yeah,
This the entire curses thing here. Much more complex than Dragon.
Yeah.
Valton is leaving. Why Valton?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just standing here.
I went ahead.
Okay. Why don't just walk on the water? But okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Someone's got to guard the entrance.
Okay. I was missing the main the priest. He'll quickly run down and see that Kira is saved, and he will just stand aside and let her talk. She'll say, "Well, I have."
she-
Yeah. Go ahead, Dolos.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So Dolus gives a small nod to the priest.
He'll nod back. She'll say, I have an oath for all of you as a group, but I also have not an oath. I have a prophecy for each of you as a group, but I also have a prophecy for each of you. I can say it out loud. I can say it privately to each one of you, however you choose. I will say it out loud if no one matter. If it doesn't matter to anyone.
I'm sure the bards will eventually sing of these deeds eventually anyway, so I have nothing to hide.
So Delphia would step up and say, I would take mine privately, please.
I think I too will take mine privately.
Oh, come on, you're not going to keep us all waiting in secret, are you?
Artorius, be patient. The fates will reveal it in time. And
That's
Arya
kind
is
of
just
why
playing
we're
with her
here,
hope.
we're here, isn't it?
Yeah, Arya? Private or?
I have nothing to hide. The fates will to be revealed in time anyway.
Valton, Electra, any specifics?
No. Electra is fine with everyone hearing it.
Okay, she'll raise her hand and point at Valton. You, cursed one, whose veins run black with the foulest of hexes, and punishments are disproportionate to the crimes committed ages ago. I see that you must travel to the city of the dead. There you must speak with the silent guardian that watches over all of Telamok. He shall reveal the nature of your curse, for he was there when the curse was placed upon your blood. Next, she will point at Arterius. You're a beauteous thing, you, but a flower cannot bloom if its stems wilt. So too must you, to see your destiny through. Go to your divine parent, Pythor, now king of Estoria. He wallows in his wine and his grief, long having lost his luster for his glory days. You shall forge the weapon he could never wield, defeat his ancient foe, and save his true love. In doing so, you shall walk a path that will allow you to outshine your fathers in heroism, and perhaps even join him in godhood. Let's see.
Wait.
Shall
Sorry.
Boynet Arya. My condolences for your loss, O hunted one. While I the cannot see the fates that befell your loved ones, I can see their memory clinging to you like so many ghosts. I know now the silver light of dawn shields you from the wrath that so terribly fell upon your family. Yet they did not to haunt you, phantom wise, forever. You may yet save your dearly beloved family, but to do so you must retrieve the artifact of your tribe. Seek out my sister Demetria, where she dwells in the darkest parts of the forest, for her servants have delivered to her a relic, stolen from your fallen family. Then she'll point Electra. What a tragedy it is, not only to be chained to a war and strive by destiny, but to have been born to know nothing but conflict as well. Masterpiece, I see you fulfilling your glorious purpose. Present at the battlefield must be, but so too do I see that you shall forever remain unfulfilled. Even once you have achieved your purpose, to negate this hollow future, you must seek out a soul and make it yours. Before your quest can begin in its earnest, you must return to where you were created and speak with she who dwells within the fire of the forge. She will be able to guide you further.
She'll just give a nod
You,
and look like
warrior,
she's thinking.
you warriors who stand here gathered, will be tested. The fates have revealed three great tests that you must accomplish before you are ready to sail into the three seas and face the Titans. You must shape the silver fires of the Lost Forge in order to craft the tools that you will need. You must claim the mighty weapon wielded against the Titan by the first Dragon Lord, and you must drink deep from the bottomless dragon horn, for it will reveal a vision that I cannot see. But woe unto thee, for I have seen the end of all things. My father's anger cannot be quelled, and his sister's schemes even now. Your quest may yet fail, and if it should, the skies will rain black fire, and the doom of Thalia will come. Please head upstairs so I can give the remaining ones their prophecy.
Darius looks hesitant. He's like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to stop you, but I don't know. I've got so many questions." And he's just like grinning with excitement, but also just scratching his head as he makes his
Yeah.
way.
You see the priest, which his name is, I'll find it, Proteus, and Kira head upstairs. Those, can you go to the chambers? I will be with you in a second.
Yeah, Dolus gives a small nod. His helmet's at his side. He's going to move there.
She'll wait until you leave, and then talk to you. Delphi. She'll say, "Cousin, strange cousin, you are an anomaly. lost to the sands of time, yet returned to Thalia in the here and now. This was fated to be, foreseen by my namesake, your mother, Versi the First. I wish I could say what happened to her cousin, but my father jealously guards such secrets. All that I can say is that Sidon named his children after his lost siblings as some sort of final insult. Still, I have seen you fulfill her prophecy, now given to me. For your hand to guide Thalia's new dawn, you must seek out the hand of Kentimane that sleeps in the heart of the old wood, and take it to the island of the Golden Heart. There, you shall commune with our grandmother, Thalia herself.
She would sort of nod. Okay, I think if you don't mind just repeating that last part for me, my typing is not that fast.
I can send
Okay,
everything
so
is
she
written
would
down for me.
she would nod and then sort of slightly awkwardly give her a hug and say, "Cousin, it is good to meet you, and I hope we will meet again under better circumstances and have a family dinner or something." It's
Maybe.
like super weird to be the cousin of someone who's 500 years old.
Maybe one day she'll start heading to her chamber.
Okay. Delphia will follow the others up the stairs.
And you, Dolos, before I can tell you your prophecy, you have to promise me. Make an oath. When your task is complete and you fulfill the prophecy, you will return to me.
Of course, my lady.
My heart. The fates are cruel indeed to rip us apart so quickly after you've come to my rescue. Before I speak to you, oh wait, you already swear it. I always had a soft spot for mortals, but I had no idea what it meant to love. Not truly, before I laid my eyes on you, Dolos. I shall speak now of your fate. You are destined to see your order rise once more. I see you, once more wearing your famed armor and crown. You must retake them. Seek them out in the necropolis at Telamok. Old friends await you there.
Those nods. Let's hope I can get this over and done with quickly then. He starts putting his helmet back on. I'll return as soon as I can.
I know you will. And while this is happening, you guys in the upstairs will have a minute or two to speak. See Kira and Proteus are talking to each other. Delphine, give them a sec before you show up.
I'll be walking alongside Velton, missing. Well, that was crazier than I expected.
Also,
I mean, she called out some pretty interesting things there for you. You were aware of this already?
I mean, yeah. If you see up top, and he'll point to his like jagged horn.
Ah, right. Well, I suppose I hope there was at least a little more information for you there. She definitely gave me something to think about.
Son of God.
Yes. Well, more what that god. I mean, the king, he's got a weapon. There's. I don't know. Sounds like it could be fun.
Sounds like it's gonna be dangerous as well.
Well, that's why it will be fun.
Oh, I'm there with you. Nothing more fun than being on the brink of death. Now we think that way.
Well, when the enemies are on the brink of death, I find that is the fun part. But each to their own, I suppose.
You're all on the brink of death every day.
And Kira sees you approaching and say, "Well, heroes, what now?"
Can we, sorry, like out of character, can we get the prophecy for everybody in Britain, please?
I'll give you the ones you heard. But yeah, I can. Like, you will know
Yeah, you can
yours.
just- yeah.
I send Christo his here. Can move it if it's a problem.
I don't think we should need, like, know the Chris. I'm just, she gave one for all of us, right?
Yeah, one for all of you, like in general, and one for each of you as well. Which one are you talking about?
One that she gave for all of us.
Okay, I think I have it here in the journal. There.
Thank you.
So you guys are rereading the prophecy, I assume.
Yeah, at least I know.
Yeah, Arcturus will be leaning against this altar and looking back at the statue there. That's a statue of Sidon, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he'll be just kind of cocking his head and looking at that, and just say to respond to Kira saying, "Well, now I think there's a lot for us to do."
You expected this to be easy?
Oh, I hope it won't be.
Well, anything more specific? Maybe we can help you with it. Give you some directions. So she'll point it. I will never remember his name. Proteus.
Proteus. Well, that depends. Anyone in real fencing completing their prophecies before we? I don't think that the one that we need to do all together is going to come anytime soon.
Well, the forest seems close, unless it's something else. The
What?
Mitra.
The Mithra.
Yeah.
Yeah, Proteus will speak up. Well, the Mithril forge was used a long time ago by the dwarves to make weapons for the gods. Yeah, you should probably travel to Estoria. The dwarves there's some dwarves there, a clan of them that work at the mines nearby. They'll probably know more about where the forge is located at.
Well, it seems as good a start as anywhere else. Anyone against it?
Only one task, but she will give you more.
Nope.
A journey starts with the first step. So it's a good place to start the first step.
Well, to the forge we go then. Unless anyone has any other ideas.
Yeah, I'll say Delphi will appear, and Delos will appear shortly after her.
Cool.
Ah, the mysterious ones are here.
She's looking pretty cheerful, actually. Yeah, I do want to go past. Where are we relative to the old woods right now? So I've got no clue of the map that badly.
Actually, we're in the very north of the map.
You're
In the
to get to the
heartlands.
woods will be a day and a half journey, but you don't know exact location or anything like that, so it will be probably take you quite some time to even figure out where it is. It's a pretty big area, so there is no way of knowing if you locate the temple.
Yeah, so yeah, we can go to Estoria. If we're traveling through the woods, we can.
You will not be traveling through the woods, but again, you get two experts here, might be able to help.
Okay, so I vaguely remember that everybody had to go somewhere to find something. I have made some interesting notes.
You also have the three tasks you were given.
Yeah,
Just again, it's a prophecy, so it's a bit vague.
okay, so
Maybe they will know something about it or how to interpret it.
so she would try and pull Kyra off to the side at some point in time if she can, and ask about the what she knows about the Hand of Kentamane and its sleeping place in the heart of the Old Wood. But if there is an opportunity for her to pull it aside, I think at the moment everybody's attention is obviously on Kyra and the priest. Should we take a rest? Yeah, maybe have a snack.
Yeah.
Because during that sort of short rest, she'll see if she can find a space to chat to Kyra.
So you can take a long rest here before heading out.
Well, it's gonna be a long day, long trip anyway, so we might as well get some rest.
Has Dollars made his way up yet? Has
if
Dolus
it-
made his way up here?
yeah, I think he was just on the heels of Delphia.
Probably a bit
Ah,
later,
gotcha.
but not too long.
Yeah, I guess he'd be joining the conversation at this point. So, a lot of information to take in.
Indeed. It seems you are more familiar with the Oracle than we thought. Or at least than I did.
Very familiar. Yeah, you'll notice that his shield has been covered up like the whole time we've been traveling together. He didn't even uncover it in the tavern, and he begins taking it off. Well, I guess I better reveal this. You would have found out eventually. As he takes off the shield and unwraps it, you can see on adorned on the shield is the symbol of the Dragon Lords.
I think Delphi would be the first one to step forward and sort of say to him, is that? Yes, it must be. Yeah, so she immediately recognizes it. Oh, hang on a second. Does she?
Yes.
Indeed, that's one time to figure out if you have any idea what it is or no idea at all.
Oh, okay. No, you know what?
It's one
Actually,
of
I'm
the
going to
two.
go with.
Give me a
I'm
second.
going to go with. Okay, type for me in chat. Because actually, I think she would not recognize it at all, actually.
Yeah, I'd also like to make a history check to see, because I think
Yeah, you can make a check. Whoever wants.
Arterius is just going, yeah, nice shit.
I think-
History or
I think
religion.
most people would. Yeah, I think most people would know of the Dragon Lords, but I guess not the iconography of it.
Nice.
Well, you know, the Dragon Lords were powerful warriors who rode dragons and fought the Titans. Protected the settlers from the Titans and the Cyclopses and the Centaurs. And that's their symbol. How does he have a shield that old?
Nobody knows.
No idea.
I mean, you said you were pretty old, right? Where did you get that? It's just you keep looking more and more like paintings and things I've seen on vases. Who are you, Thomas?
Well, I'm one of them. I'm over 500 years old.
That's a funny joke.
You're a soldier of the Dragon Lord.
I was a Dragon Lord.
He just looks at the others, looks back at you, and just cackles with laughter. It's the silliest thing he said.
Yeah, you see, Dolus is completely straight faced. I may be out of practice, but it's the truth. The party's just laughing at him.
The Walton's not laughing. It's just face palming while cleaning his axe.
It is very funny. I have to. Where is your dragon then? Where, if you are a dragon lord?
You see his expression dappens. He had a bit of a smile on his face, but now it's gone down. Lost in the war with the Titans, unfortunately. Yeah, he kind of looks past you with a sense of longing.
He'll stop laughing at that point. Like, oh wait, you're serious?
Well, why would I lie about it?
I mean, I lied to all of you when I first met you. I honestly thought it would be funny, but this. Huh.
Going to have to get my gear back, but the truth.
Yeah, Proteus will speak up and say, well, if you're looking for your gear, you'll probably want to head to the necropolis at Telemok. I don't know if it's your gear specifically, but there are some weapons belonging to the previous Dragon Lords.
That will probably be the first place to look, wouldn't it?
So I guess you and me have to both go to the Telemok, huh?
Well, our fates are intertwined together now.
You will, Proteus will again speak up and say, just be warned, the place is kept by an undead gatekeeper known as Damon, and he needs to be paid with a special kind of currency, and he'll pull out a coin with a symbol of the Dragon Lords and hand it to either Dolos or Valtan, whoever takes it. You should give him the coin and he will let you pass.
Well, I'm not as important as the fabled heroes from the past. Give it to him.
Yeah, Dallas will take the coin. Thank you. There's a coin of the Dragon Lords, right?
It's a burnished Dragon Lord coin. While holding it, I believe you can speak Draconic, but make sure.
Ooh, very cool. Cool.
Yeah, while
that's
holding
my
it, you can
Perfect.
you can understand Draconic.
Awesome. Yeah, you see Dallas is looking at it and says, this brings back memories.
See, on one side there is a symbol of a ship, and on the other is a symbol of a warrior.
Hmm.
Well, anywhere else you guys are supposed to head? Except for the mines, well, the forge and The necropolis.
Well, tell us more about the old woods.
Well, mostly fake creatures live there. I don't know. We don't exactly travel there.
Yeah, so she would definitely rather wait for dinner time and have a side conversation with Kyra. She kind of was listening and looking at Volton and him remembering these Dragon Lord things
You mean dollars?
with, sorry, Dolos, with some intensity, and usually studying him deeply as he was talking about this.
Hmm.
But she's not at the moment saying anything about that. She's just watching carefully.
Do I can I roll like a perception check or anything to notice Delphia, right?
Delphi.
Yep.
Delphi.
Yeah, Delphia.
Delphia. Yeah, can I roll a perception check or insight check or something to see if I notice
Insight.
her like staring at me like that? Insight, right?
Arterius.
No, nothing. I just I
Nope.
didn't realize that you had changed your character name earlier. I thought the Oracle's name was Delphi.
Oh,
It's a cool nod. But
Yeah, no, that was
we'll all remember
one
that
day
one.
you'll find, maybe one day you'll find out where the name comes from. Maybe one day she'll tell you. Yeah, I don't know with that insight if Dolos picks up anything about Delphius staring at him or studying him.
No, I think everybody's kind of like looking at him, so he doesn't realize you're staring very intently. So it's fine. Just
we are being,
keep the
yeah, sorry.
keep this little secret. Yeah, Doris will say, just keep this little secret of being a dragon lord between us, eh?
So she would smirk at him and say, "Well, you have known us for 3 days. Can't be that big a secret if you trust us with us already."
It's
But
not
sure.
you that I trust. It's the Oracle I trust.
Yeah, fair enough. So she'll turn to the priest and say, "If we are to rest here tonight, would it be allowed for me to go back downstairs and swim in that pools and bathe, or is that desecrating something holy?"
I think you need to look for a bathhouse.
Like the disappointment on her face is palpable. Might even, the water outside is too hot.
You guys spend the night here. Except Delphia, anyone wants to do anything?
No, I think what um, we can you can type in chat if she gets anything extra out of Cairo about the Old Woods. Other than lots of Fae people don't really like traveling there. And she has connections with the Druids, so she'll pick up on that later if she needs to go back there.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Yeah, you're taking a long rest, except for Delphia. Say what she wants to do. Doing anything specific? Asking any other questions?
I'm sure we can ask for directions to the big temple, so that's fine. Sorry, not temple. It's a fucking grave place. It's fine.
Underworld?
Necropolis.
The place where we need to
City
go.
of Dead.
Yeah,
City
Necropolis.
of
That's
Dead.
it. Yeah.
No. Should probably head to Historia first. It's fairly close. The Forge and
Hmm.
Necropolis.
Yeah. We won't steer away too much.
Yeah, this Historia sounds like something that I would like to see. So many of these humans in one place. Dinner
Been
is
far
served
too
and
long.
we sleep. Hey, we should get some gold so we can get some horses.
Yes, travel by horse is far quicker than by foot.
Not wrong.
But we first have to get to Astoria. I'm sure they'll help us with provisions once we're there.
Can we just get the discount guard to like get us horses?
It's about a day's journey to get there.
Cool. Just a heads up, my battery is running low, so if I disappear, that is why.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you guys head off. Well, as you're about to leave the cave,
Yeah.
Prometheus will say, what will he say? Yeah. The future of Thalia might be bleak, but there is always hope. The people of this land will look at your actions as a sign of things to come. Seek neither fame nor fortune, but show them the true meaning of heroism. Make yourselves a beacon of light as we enter this time of darkness, and go with blessings of this temple. And he will give each one of you one potion of healing.
Ha ha ha.
Very much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. You begin heading out of the temple, and when you're probably like 10 feet out of the entrance, Kira will just rush to the front of the group and stop you. She'll say, listen to me. Forget what Proteus said. This is your chance to win fame beyond your wildest dreams. You want fame, right? Yeah, of course you do. All great heroes want fame. Fame is the path to immortality. Those labors you have to do are only the beginning. The path ahead will be filled with opportunities for winning fame. If you truly manage to rise to your fate and confront the Titans, then the poets will sing of your deeds for ages to come. Oh, there is also one teeny tiny problem. The tricky thing about fame is that if you're not careful, one hero might outshine all the other heroes. And then all the stories will be about that one hero and how strong and valiant they are. All the rest of you will be yesterday's news. So I encourage you to swear an oath of fellowship, this sacred oath that will bind you together in the spirit of solidarity. When one of you wins fame, all of you will share it. And who knows? Perhaps the magic of the oath will even protect you against some of the dangers that lie ahead.
What is this oath of fellowship?
You will mechanically will share the the fame you will be getting as you progress and do great deeds.
I don't know much about these oaths, but there is always a price to pay for making them and for breaking them.
Well, the price to make it is swear it, and the price to break it, I don't know.
Probably some fucked up curse.
Maybe you return to pigs. I don't know.
What the?
Flying pigs, that sounds fun.
Shall we call ourselves a
Well,
Fellowship of the
you-
Rings?
Oh,
Yes.
you need a ring for it first. You don't have rings.
Doesn't matter.
It is the quest for the ring.
What is this? Some sort of fellowship?
Can we decide on the? I mean, if we are the ones making up the oath, surely we can decide the consequences of breaking such a thing.
Well, you're no gods or powerful being just yet, but I don't know. 1,000 gold pieces. Like, you can decide. Like
1,000 gold pieces?
it's your oath. I don't know. But you decide the punishment will be.
Trying to actually find the oath of
There is not.
thingy thing.
It's not in the list.
It doesn't say anything about it.
It has only one mention, and that's that we share the fame. But
Huh.
every oath that is broken is
I
followed
don't think
by the
I don't think
curse.
there is technically a way to
Ah,
break
yeah,
it.
curse treacherous.
You're sharing the fame. What you do will
Yeah,
affect the entire
so-
party. There is no exactly breaking it unless you just leave the oath and go on your own.
I mean, I think one way to break the oath is literally stabbing someone else in the in the fellowship in the back or something. But yeah, you get inflicted with the curse of the treacherous. Inflicts those who abuse guest friendship or break powerful oaths. Those who violate the God's will on the scores. Be cursed. Basically, bad things happen.
Caesar, don't go to the Senate.
But what is the curse of the treacherous? I feel like that's the. That sounds like the thing.
The gods will basically go out of their way to fuck you up. Basically, nobody likes someone who breaks an oath.
It's a bad karma. Look, I think even if things were to go bad in the group, that kind of would add to the story. If you've heard any legends before, but I think it would be nice to make sure that the poets are getting the story straight. I, for one, am happy to swear such an oath.
As am I.
So, I mean, so Delphia would be sort of standing with her arms folded, looking at this with her head sort of cocked to the one side, saying, "So we just all say we're part of this group. We don't commit to looking out for each other, anything like that.
Well,
All for one, one for all. We just say, hey, we're a group
you will repeat
with
after
the
me.
name.
I
So
am,
she-
and she'll motion to all of you to say your names and repeat after her. You don't have to actually repeat after her.
I am Dolos.
No.
I am not your father.
Hi, Kate. Welcome to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Damn, okay.
This
like that
isn't
kind
one
of
of those
thing.
type of fellowships.
Look, I think, hold on, before we actually sign this, Delphi brings up a good point. This is not all for one, one for all. This is, we're all agreeing to be in this together. This is a group story that we are going to be telling. The bards are going to tell of all of us. And if we are doing this, it means all of our deeds are going to be taken into consideration. So I don't want to hear about anyone, getting too wild at an orgy or something, because that is going to reflect badly on all of us. We are sharing a reputation, not just the celebrities later.
Valtron, keep Atarius out of an orgy.
I was just Arterius can roll a perception at advantage to see Delphia's eyebrow shoot up when he says not going too wild at orgies. That's going to be new for you.
Yes, look, I'm probably the, the most likely to be the culprit of such a thing. I'm just, we all know our own weaknesses.
Yes. We should not make oaths that makes it hard to keep. But yes, I think that you are speaking truly. That we are saying that our deeds are the deeds of the group, not the deeds of each of us individually. I think that's what Kyra is saying.
And I do not know any of you all that well, so trusting you is a bit of a leap of faith. However, I have not met such an interesting group of people in a long time, and if the Oracle is to be believed, which I think we can all agree they are, then this is the most heroic group of people I've come across, perhaps in my life. I think this is a great idea.
Well, if this bond will bring us together to save Thylia, I don't see why not.
So Delphi would sort of uncross her arms and nod and step forward and say, I am in.
No, it goes, I am Arya.
No, you're Arya. I am. Wait. And she's like confused for a moment.
Yes, Kyra, I think we're agreed. You can continue. Okay. You know how to lead this thing, I think.
I am, and your name. And I swear upon my life and my honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who stand at my side.
Blah 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 blah.
Es Solanus ut Mita.
Okay. And you
We
guys
all
head
accept
off.
the oath, right?
Everyone, hands in.
Yeah, Balton's gonna do everything that you just said, but instead of swearing on his life, he's gonna swear on his horns. And as he does, he'll just and his blood because he'll use an axe to cut his hand.
Is
So
your
he
blood like
bleeds.
cursed?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's a prideful being.
Fair enough. We all swear on our own things, don't we? I shall swear on my honor as a Dragon Lord. Ex-Dragon Lord, really.
Delphia cannot think of anything she'll swear on, so she'll say, I, Delphia, swear to uphold the glory and honor of this fellowship. Whatever words Kyra had said, she was kind of not listening to Kyra. There's a little bit of trust. She's little bit distrustful of people that are seeking glory. So Kyra and Arterius is like, I'm watching you and Dollars. And I'm starting to run out of space in my little notebook of keeping notes on all of it.
Well, you guys head off. You will camp one night outside. Anything you want to do, talk about while you guys are walking, camping, until you essentially rest again.
Yeah. When we are resting, uh,
Before that, anyone wants to do anything
Oh,
while you get to camp?
yeah.
Before you camp? Keep it
camp?
chronologically. You just like long resting, like essentially like the camp you set up to sleep.
Yeah, so I do think that Talia would sort of, sorry, she would spend time walking with each of the party members, Delphia, over the course of the next few weeks, probably 1-2 days of just relaxed walking together, talking about where everybody grew up and their histories and their stories and stuff. So she's really going to take time to get to know people's backstories. But we don't have to do that in game. We can do that out of game if you're up for that character role play or not.
It's up to you guys.
Well, I mean,
That's actually not a bad idea.
You can
Yep.
just talk now. If you're talking with each one, like start with someone and talk now.
Yeah. It's better to do it in character though, yeah. I agree.
Okay, so I think so. She's going to start with Electra, which is the most intriguing to her in terms of the fabrication. Actually, I don't know. Electra, are you up for it? Katie is there. Kaiten wasn't feeling
Yes.
great earlier today.
Slap her awake.
And
It's fine.
yeah. And
Come here.
we're going to lose her in 45 minutes when our power goes out. She may go to phone.
Yeah, I'll go to my phone in 45 minutes.
Okay.
So she will sort of say, what did the oracle mean about you were chained to the wall and seeking a soul? What does that mean?
Well, I was just constructed as a weapon to win the war, and I guess Vulcan didn't think that weapons needed a soul, so I don't have one.
Who is this Vulcan?
He is a master craftsman.
Some might say the
That-
master craftsman.
Yes, that may also be the god of craft.
and God of the Forge, right? I mean,
Yes.
do you know if Vulcan had any? I mean, do you know anything about this lost vault that the Oracle was mentioning?
Was she?
Is that perhaps where you come from? I mean,
Yeah, the way you were you must be some master craftsman. I guess
You
to make
can
something.
make a history check. Not Electra.
Oh, sounds really good.
Yeah, you don't exactly remember it's foggy, but you were you were supposed to be you were created at the Mithril Forge. Well, you can really recall where it was, but Vulcan will most likely know where it is. Just the Mithril Forge just was shut down during the war, so he couldn't. Actually, let's see. you were created in this forge in Astoria. He couldn't properly create you in this Mithril forge because it was shut down because of the war. Not entirely sure why. And it would
Okay.
make perfecting you more like a few centuries.
So this Vulcan is really old then. Because you can so as as Delphia speaks, you see that she hasn't got this the entire war and these names doesn't kind of fit for her in the way that for most people it seems to be ancient histories, as if she's trying to get her head around how this fits together. So, so she's very, very intrigued by it. She may study Electra's sort of look at how she's manufactured and the joints and the sort of the porcelain skin look, like deeply enamored with that manufacturing. And walking along, anybody else that wants to sort of have a chat with Electra, or Electra wants to chat to anybody else, feel free to hop in.
Yeah, I assume we're all having these conversations as we're walking, so it's everyone.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Sorry, Dave, my sound cut out there for a moment. You saying we're just all talking.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all walking together, so I think everyone's probably involved in the conversation, or at least we're all within earshot. It's not like Arterius would definitely be walking along with you and listening intently, asking some questions of his own, but
So, Arterius, tell us about you. When we met you, you pretended to be a farmer. That's not true, clearly. Where are you from, actually?
yes, my apologies about that. I did not realize who all of you were. I come from Mitros, and Electra, I'm not entirely sure the relationship between Pythor and Vulcan, but I feel like you and I might almost be like cousins in a way.
You want to make a check?
Yes, please.
Yeah, history or religion.
19.
Let me make sure I'm not saying anything wrong, but I believe Pythor is the son of Vulcan.
Wait, what?
So, I mean, it's
That would make you like my aunt.
So make you is yeah. But then finally, I remember reading about it. Yeah,
Godmother.
yeah. Vulcan is Pythor's father.
that's interesting.
Yes, when I first
I-
met you, I must say, I approached you in a way I did not understand. As soon as you said you were made by Vulcan, I suddenly was like, oh, hold on, there could be more to this. But it is nice to finally meet some family. I've never actually met my father before, but I am glad to know you.
I'm glad to know you too.
So, Electra, would that mean you are struggling with the words? So you are like one of us. What did the oracle mean about the soul? And if you were manufactured, does that mean that you are Arterius's aunt? Or
Well, probably not by blood, seeing as I don't have any.
But we were all made by the gods in some form or another, were we not?
You can like see like this deep look of thought on her face, like she's trying to understand like the concept of having family.
but Pythor is not like a weapon, not like Electra. Is he human? How how old is he?
That you may have to ask our other friend here. Tolos, have you ever met Pythor? Do you? I mean, if you are a dragon lord, perhaps you would have fought back in the day or fought together?
Honestly, I don't really remember. 500 years does a lot in someone's mind. I don't remember much what happened back then.
Then how did you survive for 500 years? Humans doesn't live that long.
That I shall. That is a secret for me to keep.
But if
I
you
may
ever
have
feel
told you
like
that I'm a
sharing, I
Dragon
think
Lord, but I may have told you that I'm a Dragon Lord, but I'm not going to share all my secrets with you.
well, if you're hiding the ambrosia and nectar, then we'll figure it out eventually. Eh?
Eventually, yes.
Is that the one they use at the
Time
orgy?
will tell.
What is an orgy?
You don't need to know.
It's kind of like a symposium, but a little bit more risque. In Mitros,
No,
there are
no,
these.
no, don't explain it. She doesn't need to know. She has a young mind.
Adding to database.
A young man. What are you talking about? Also,
Her pieces might be old, her mind is young.
but I mean, look, I don't know what orgies were like back in your day, but it's not that crazy. I mean, when we go to Mitros, I will take you to a symposium. I'm sure you will enjoy yourself. It is. I can guarantee you they would love to have someone like you at the party. I'm sure we would have no trouble getting an invite.
Ah, many things.
I'm starting to doubt the Oracle now.
Not. Just for the record, I will take you to a symposium, not an orgy. This will work our way up. But hey, you know, depending on how long the symposium goes, sometimes. But generally, I go to a lot of these things, but I'm not a man of wealth myself. are any of you? Well, do any of you actually have the homes that you come from, or are you all travelers?
Well, I think
Well,
technically my home would be the forge. Oh. It is where I
I mean, somewhere
stayed.
that you would return to.
Oh. In that case, I do not think so.
yeah. So
Do you?
Alfia was. Yeah, yeah, I do have a home. I guess I come from an island. There was someone there who looked after me, and I guess I have a second home in the sort of in the old woods. Druids there looked after me for 5 years as a favor to my mother, and yeah, I consider those to be my family and my home. Maybe one day we will go. I will go back there.
Used to live at the coast, at a settlement, but after a thunderstorm day, it was gone. There was no sign it ever existed. And that's how I began my travel.
I remember you said something about no one else remembers your village, your
Yeah,
community.
yes. No one do remember. Yet I do, so they did exist. And apparently the Oracle does also, so they must exist.
Ah, was that what she was talking about? Finding out what happened to them.
Yes.
So this artifact of your tribe that she spoke about, wasn't that also in the old woods? This Demetra, her sister that she spoke about?
She spoke of Demetra, yes. I think she was in the old forest.
Ah, okay. So we might both have a reason to go there. You to seek a family and me to go visit mine. That
That
sounds a
sounds
lot less
exciting.
scary than the city of the dead. She's looking at Volton on this one.
The dead can't hurt you.
Believe me, they can. Well, not the dead as much as the undead. And do you not feel trapped by the dead? Volton, is this not those that are dead that came before you that's holding you in this curse that she spoke about, that the oracle spoke about?
What about them? I'm sorry, I didn't really catch your question correctly.
No, she was saying, okay, no, it wasn't you that was speaking about the dead cannot hold. But she's turning to Volton and asking about, is the curse, is that not the dead, those from the past, that's holding you in that curse?
I highly doubt that. I got cursed by seeking something that I should not have in order to I guess slaughter those who crossed me. not really crossed me, but it was more like did something that they shouldn't have.
How tall is Volk? He's yeah.
I'm fucking 7 feet, 7'6".
7'6", yeah. So I was kind of just trying to work out how much she has to look up.
A
To
lot.
look up at him a lot, yes. Creaking her neck. So is that the night? Is that your solution? Is to fight and kill and slaughter?
No, I think that we maybe misunderstood. I don't know what I need to do, but I did get cursed because I seeked more power. And
Oh,
also, to just be quite frank with you, if you ever see the green ones, it's very wise to get as far away from me. Because that's when the curse creeps in.
the green?
They're small, they're green. And they come in a lot of fucking numbers.
Like little green men, or
Gnomes with
Not
green
gnomes.
hairs.
Have you guys never heard of goblins?
No.
oh, out of character in my head, I was picturing aliens. Like, like is
I mean, they
Well,
look like
sorry, you're
aliens, so fairs. Every goblin look like a fucking alien, so it's fair. It's just small one.
oh yes, I've heard of goblins. Ugly little bugger.
Yeah, well, if I ever see one, well, last time I woke up, there were many dead around me. So, probably smarter to just run.
So at this point in time, Delphia would look down at the sort of dark green tunic she's wearing underneath her sort of ancient armor. Is like, uh-oh. She's going to make a mental note that if she's going to try her absolute best to never look like a goblin.
Polymorph goblin.
Yeah. Oh my god, if only clerics did get polymorph. Level 17 cleric. Polymorph enemy into goblin, tap Volton on the shoulder. It's like, hey Volton, look what I found. And run like hell.
All we need is an illusion, to be fair.
Ah, shit. No, I wish I had played a wizard or something that has minor.
Arcane rogue. Arcane trickster rogue. Just fuck with Walton all the time.
It's the chicken of this story.
Oh, it's so tricky. Oh my god. We have PTSD about a character with a chicken in a different story. I don't know if you've heard about it.
There's
Okay.
always a chicken. One constant.
Of all the weird pets. Dollars has been very silent.
Dolos
I think
not here.
Dolos is disconnected.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's only listening. And he said he's distancing himself from the group.
Yeah.
Dolos is already setting up camp. Well, by the time we get
That's right. He has battery stuff. So that's the nature of our chat as we walk through day one.
Well, while you guys go to sleep, you can all make me wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Oh,
Wisdom
shit.
save.
Wait, don't we get the option to talk about?
What?
Oh, terrible! 12.
That's fine.
Stand
Talk about what?
wisdom
Oh,
save. 12.
shit. We're fucked.
Electra?
Sorry. Wisdom save.
Okay. Everyone fails.
What the
Fantastic.
fuck? Even Arcarius?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
As all of you go to sleep, and even though some of you don't technically sleep, you get a dream. You are surrounded by darkness, and you hear a woman's voice suddenly emanating around you. So, your great quest begins. Off to become heroes, are you? Mortals are so very proud. You see light shining in the dark, illuminating an old man hog-tied to a stake. Look at this one. He's falling to pieces. Joints stiff, skin slack, teeth gone. The life is practically dripping out of him. Inky black shadows fall across the old man. He flinches and squirms, panicking as something draws closer, something that you cannot see. Yes, this sad mortal life is slipping away. But I wonder what will happen to his soul. The old man thrashes against his restraints, screaming into his gag as the butcher's knife descends, and you're suddenly awakened, bathed in sweat. Whoever here can sweat. And because you all failed, you can all roll me a D100.
Shit. Oh. Okay, nobody's terribly low. That's good.
Sure.
Or
Electra
not.
92, Delphi 44, Valtan 7, Atlas 39.
No,
Let's
I'm
see,
91.
91. Am I
Yeah,
missing
you
one?
rolled a
Two,
7.
three. Yeah, I know I
No.
rolled a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, Electra, I think you sleep for 6 hours. Electra,
I don't think she needs to sleep though.
No, I
resting,
am
but it
also
will still
immune
affect.
to magical sleep.
It will. You're not magically being slept, but you are. It takes you 6 hours of rest, right?
I think so.
So as you wake up and like start like I don't know walking or like, I don't know stretching, I don't know what you will do when you wake up. You just flop on the ground unconscious for the next 7 minutes. Same will happen to Valtan as he wakes up and tries to begin his day. Just flops on the ground. Let's see. 44 and 47 are the same. So it's Delphia and Arya. When you wake up, you begin like randomly babbling and saying gibberish uncontrollably for 7 minutes. And Arterius, uh, you're scared. You're not sure of what, but you just run.
Of the rest of these people, probably.
Yeah, just be
Oh my god.
scared and start running away.
They both, they're dead. They've just. You've gone mad. I'm out of here. Ah!
Well, I mean, of course, Delphia doesn't know she's speaking gibberish, so she's very annoyed that no one is actually responding to her and getting slightly antsy about that.
Well, if Arya is speaking,
What?
you hear Arya speaking gibberish.
Chicken
What?
noises.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Speak properly is what Delphia would say to Arya.
Yeah, Electra, you're just staring at them, nothing. Your madness has passed.
Does the voice of that woman sound familiar?
No.
Let's see if we can see Arterius.
You see him running off into the distance.
16.
He probably runs a lot. It's 7 minutes
Hide-
of him running around. Not necessarily away, but he's scared.
Yeah, he's probably just in the surrounding tree line, running from shadows, and thinks he's in battle.
Well, after the 7 minutes pass, Arya and Delphia, you stop talking gibberish. Valtan, you awake, not in the normal position you were sleeping.
What the fuck happened?
Arterius, you're no longer scared, but Electra, you just watch all of this happen.
She probably just seems very fucking confused about what's going on.
You also dropped unconscious soon after you woke up, but it just had been 2 hours until they woke up.
I see.
Arterius decides he must have scared off whatever was chasing him and makes his way back to the camp, ready to bury his friends. He comes back and sees everyone sitting up. He's like, "What? Wait, what?"
Quick, everybody play dead.
Huh. Let's do play dead performance check. 14. Is that convincing? Tears, you can roll an insight to see if you think that Delphia is dead or not.
Delphi,
So-
no.
So
Sweet.
so she did witness all of this. She was like conscious for
Yeah.
it, right?
You were awake, not even resting, you're just sitting there. I don't
Um,
know.
when Arterius gets back, she'll just playfully be like, "Boo."
No! You're alive. I suppose, how could they have destroyed you? But poor Delphi and Arya. They were gibbering mad. I didn't want it to get me. I ran away, but I should have stayed to fight. I'm sorry, my friend.
Okay, the deaths will not be in vain. We will avenge them.
It's almost like I can still hear them giggling.
Artorias, why didn't you save us?
Oh, great. She's haunting me now. Okay, I guess I deserve it. My bad, Ari. I should have tried. Wait, did your body just say that?
I am the ghost. They gave me a body so I can haunt you.
Arya said that the dead cannot hurt us, but Delphi said that the dead were very dangerous. And now, I look at Electra like, I don't know. Should we fight them or?
Yes, we should.
You can also roll performance. If you're taking part in this, I don't think you can roll lower than a natural 1, but
You know, that's fine. That's an 8 is fine. You're just still learning the ways of human stuff.
Well then, I am sorry, my friend, but I must be sure. And I'm like kneeling next to Delphi, and he's going to lift a hand, and this energy will start to gather in his hand as he gets ready to just punch you to make sure that your body can't move anymore.
This is not going to end well, is it?
He looks like he's hesitating, like, I don't know if I can do it. She's too beautiful.
Shitty is looking at her, so she can't do any spells that has somatic material components. She'll just open her eyes and look at him and say, Arterius, what are you doing? Why are you waking?
Like, he has his hand raised over his head like he was about to, and he just like leans in and he grabs you and hugs you. Like, oh, you're alive.
Why would I not be alive? I mean, what exactly happens at these symposium things that you talk about if you think that the next morning everybody is dead?
Well, sometimes they don't water down the wine well enough, and it gets messy. But I had a weird dream. I woke up all scared. You guys were talking in tongues, and Arya is dead. And Bolton, I think. But is Bolton up at this point? Do I think that you're dead as well?
he should be.
I would just be getting ready. Not too much phased about it.
Bolton might be undead already. I'm not entirely sure. So
maybe if you groom and nicely clean Arya's talons, then she will come back from the dead. She's pointing at Arya's feet, which presumably is not wearing boots. And she offers him a tiny little sort of knife that he can use to just clean Arya's talons for her. And I shall go make breakfast while you do that. Plot twist.
Never mind.
yeah, he sits there like frozen in like he does not want to do that. He goes, oh well, I'm not really the one to prepare a body. You're going to make breakfast? What are you talking about? She's dead. You don't even care. He just seems sad.
Yeah, don't do funerals on an empty stomach. It's not a good idea. Maybe she's just sleeping deeply.
I don't know, I just heard her voice. She's haunting me.
I'm not really dead.
What? Oh, you're a couple of little pranksters, eh? I see how it is. I'm worried for nothing, going to give me a heart attack. Oh.
So I think, so if Aria's up for this, Delphi would take her hand and sort of just do like a bow. Like you do with the crowd. Let's see how that performance check goes off. A 19. Nice. Should play the bard.
Well, I know when to admit I've been had, and honestly, that was a pretty good one. You had all better join me at the next symposium. Oh, we could mess with some philosophers, I tell you.
That sounds like a plan. I'm not so sure about the waking up dead thing though, because that still apparently happens at symposiums.
Yes, it's not usually very funny. Just FYI.
We'll see. We will try out these things. Oh, I need to make coffee before the electricity. But I can hear you.
Now that everyone's had a nice laugh at my expense, are we going to keep heading to Astoria? I suppose you're making breakfast. Actually, I could eat.
Yeah, we can take
Yes,
a
but now that
quick
Aria's
5 minute.
awake, what are we going to?
It's going to offer a quick break to give Matt enough time to return.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sure.
Sorry, I missed that. Did you say we're taking a break?
Yeah,
Until
quick
Matt
break.
gets back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be. They said it was coming back at 10, so probably in the next 15 minutes or so. I'm happy to keep doing some like campsite chat if you guys are still here. But just as Bolton, you sounded like you had something you wanted to discuss.
More than welcome. You hear Bolton? You might have
We can do it when we get back.
taken my offer on the 5 minute break.
I'll be back now then.
So quiet.
We're on a break.
Oh, okay.
They haven't returned probably.
Okay.
I have returned.
Okay, I'm back.
I must say I'm struggling with this character so far. Like, I haven't quite figured him out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's getting shape for me, so I'm starting.
Yeah,
So-
I'm still learning everyone's name though. It's like just that new character who does cleaning.
You can just keep mispronouncing them the entire campaign.
Well, I think that thing you sent about the symposium was interesting because now I'm starting to get that Arterius is essentially his entire goal in life is to get invited to these things, which means you have to be interesting.
But wouldn't that put
Well,
him in the shit list of Vanther, since he doesn't like goblins?
no, that is not his goal in life. That's just how he's lived his life. He's like so charismatic that he gets invited to these things all the time, and he's like, people know who he is in Mitros, so he's already famous there, and people invite him just for that. But that's not his not his goal. He's the way he's been pitching it to you now is that he's looking for a challenge. Like he seems to think his life has been really easy.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, he knows his way around a symposium. Like that's where he spent most of his time, because. And what else do you do?
Okay, so let me test this with you. A real thing with all of these playboys inherit huge amounts of riches from their parents and wanting to do all this charitable stuff to show that they are deserving of the status. So is he kind of more like that? He wants to do something great and
Well, he would. I mean, I suppose during these discussions he would have told you that he was raised by to be a fighter, but has never really taken much interest in. It's like every fight he gets into, he just wins, and he's like, "What's the point? There's so much effort ready for nothing." And he rather spends his time drinking and socializing. But he's not rich at all. He doesn't have much money at all. He comes from very simple means. He doesn't have a place to hold parties himself. He just gets invited to lots of them.
Okay. I mean, so what is the Pytha's half son story then? Will he talk about his mother, family, father?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it in game. But I mean, it's this like stealthy asking him these things over the camp.
Yeah, I think she is. She will be. I guess all of my characters are insatiable. I don't know if I can play that. We'll see. Challenge for me. Um, but so if you think about Delphia, as she's like almost like this. I want to say girl from the farms. All of these stories and habits and things that everybody's talking about very strange to her. So she's learning whatever she can by questions. So you'll sort of observe that she's a bit like a sponge when he talks about this party. It is clearly someone hearing about things that familiar with at all. I think druids of the old woods, these are not people. I'm not going to say Amish because it's not quite like she's very, very unfamiliar with you know it certainly.
Yeah, you don't have to be Amish in ancient Greece. It's like you just have to go down the road and there's not much technology.
Yeah, but even by ancient Greece standards, she used to be old-fashioned.
Yeah, Arterius is more of a city boy. He's like, well, you know, it's not the first time I've had a prophecy from the oracle. When I was young, I was prophesied to be the champion of Mitros, and my parents were a little obsessed. But quite frankly, that doesn't seem like it would be all that much fun to achieve. Though now, perhaps, I can get this weapon that she was talking about. Could be fun.
Oh, but you said you win all your fights already. So this powerful weapon, maybe you should fight bigger threats.
Well, exactly. And this prophecy seems to suggest perhaps I will. But also meeting all of you, I wonder, I mean, I've seen some of you fight. Perhaps there are greater threats out there than even I realized. I thought we were going to have to get a Titan into the ring until I had a challenge, but I just like nods to Volton, like, I don't know, this guy seems like he might be able to put up a fight.
But now with this oath of fellowship thing, it will have to be a friendly fight. Yes?
Of course. It's not the war that I am trying to go to, but in the Colosseum, I mean, as things do get pretty heated now that I think of it. Some people get really invested, but I like to keep it fun and fresh, you know. This is why I don't fit in very well. The politicians and the philosophers prefer me.
So this fighting, if the politicians, everybody is for who's the best fighter? There's something more, some status in having your champion fight or win?
Oh yes, to win in the arena is a very honorable thing in Mitros. It is all the city comes out to see the games, and uh, there are many sports that people play. It is quite a fun time. When there's some challenge, of course. Most of the games, they're not that difficult. And he's referring to like Olympic sports. And he's like, easy.
Yeah.
There he is. Look at him.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh, good. Dolos is alive too.
Yes, I have returned from my odyssey.
Did you kill the Titans? Actually, I feel like if you did one roll for long enough and come back saying that, with Arterius's view of the world, he'd be like, "Yeah, see, told you, everything's easy." Are the Nitros, guys?
Everything is easier with the Dragon Lord on your team.
He fulfilled all our prophecies. Nothing left of it.
Oh man, I love the freaking How to Train Your Dragon theme. It's so good.
It's good fantasy music.
It really is. It's perfect. That is some sort of Odyssey of Dragon Lords. I missed
That's
my
your
chance
theme
to say
tune.
that.
The Odyssey of a Dragon Lord and a bunch of other guys. Unless you can promote us. I mean, honorary Dragon Lords.
But first, have to get yourself a dragon. So
Fair
technically,
point.
I'm not even a Dragon Lord.
I need to actually read through the prophecy she told me again, because speaking of dragons, did she mention going to? Did she mention that dragon in my prophecy?
Oh yeah, probably. Oh, it was a lot of words, but I didn't catch all of it.
Oh, I was asking the DM.
Yeah, no dragon for you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Okay, but would I know? I mean, what happened to my mother?
What happened to your mother?
I'm a bit confused as to with this epic path thing. Like, how much of the epic path information you're supposed to know?
You know that she was a beautiful woman and a skilled harpist, but she was taken by a green dragon when you were young. This is the way you were raised by the soldiers.
But that's why I'm asking. Do I know that she was taken by a green dragon?
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, because then he would respond to Dolos and be like, You know, speaking of finding a dragon, that actually may be on the cards, assuming Python really did love my mother. But he probably did. She was supposedly quite the talent.
That's
Wait a second. So your mother was taken by a dragon who was the god in disguise. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I don't think it was a god in disguise. I think it was just a dragon.
what color was it?
Green, from what I've heard, but I have never really been able to find much information on such a thing. I don't even know if that's what the oracle meant.
DM, out of curiosity, would I know? Well, I'm assuming the chromatic metallic dragon things is the same here in Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, right?
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, would I know that green dragons are bad, and I probably would. 'Cause I'm dragon. I'm an ex-dragon lord, right?
A tourist would be like, yeah, green dragons are bad, man. They took my mother. I just told you that. You think that's like a thing a good guy does?
Yeah, Dolos would probably know that. Yeah. Chromatic dragon.
Really not evil, but mm, probably not on the good side.
So, how much does Dolos remember of his Dragon Lord days?
Are we speaking in character or out of character?
Yeah, let's do in character.
It's like,
What do you remember?
It's comes and goes. It's been a very long time. I remember hitting my head very hard, but beyond that, any moments, feelings. Beyond that, not much. I'm sure if I revisit places that I've been to, I'll remember a lot more.
And in your time as a dragon lord, from what you can remember, you said you had a dragon yourself, but did you fight other dragons? And my knowledge of the legends is spotty.
I wish I could tell you, but unfortunately, I can barely even remember what my dragon looked like. Can't even remember what color it was. Not even the name. I can only remember that I had one, and it was killed by the Titans.
Well, perhaps we can go and ask the King of Historia. It's probably about time I made an introduction. And maybe you already know each other.
Perhaps. Perhaps he has no memory of me. It's been a very long time.
Yes, and apparently he's quite a drunk now, so maybe we shouldn't expect too much. He certainly never shown me any favor.
Let's leave out the part about me being a Dragon Lord. I don't want him to. I don't know how he feels about them. Maybe feels that we abandoned him back 500 years ago.
But is he not a god? So is the Dragon Lords more
Hmm.
I mean, if he would be angry that you abandoned the Dragon Lords are more powerful than the gods.
Like I told you, I don't remember specific details like that. We could have been stronger than the gods, or we could have been companions, could have been friends. I couldn't tell you.
Hmm.
Best thing to do, just take it as it comes. We'll see what happens when we meet them. Them.
Yes, or perhaps even the dwarves of the forge. They've been making weapons for so long. I'm sure they've got some stories as well.
Trust me, I have a lot of questions myself.
I, for one, am eager to go and get them answered. Is everyone else ready to continue? Bolton, you seemed like you had something you wanted to discuss.
Did I? Not really.
Yeah, when we were heading to camp, I thought you said there
No,
was some.
I already told you while we were walking. Just wanted to warn you.
Oh, right. Goblins.
Happen.
Keep an eye.
So,
Noted.
I think this was enough of getting to know each other. Probably should make some strides now.
If you guys are done, RP, we can continue.
Yep.
Indeed.
We
So,
continue.
which way to Historia?
Yeah, Kira is leading the way. Well, as you come closer to the story, you begin seeing that the surrounding farms that you walk by have small, like only few stalks remaining. The crops are not really growing, and when you approach even closer to the city, you see the northern parts is like surrounded by centaurs, as if they're about to attack.
Well, that doesn't look good.
Reach them all. You will approach the city through the southern gate. As you look to the west, you will see what looks like a stone, like two stone cows, and weird, like six-legged creatures eating them, and a few weird flying creatures above them. And once they see that once the six-legged creatures finish eating the stone cows, they go back into the water and swim away, and the flying creatures fly away.
Well, this is not the Astoria I remember.
So this isn't common?
I beg your pardon?
So this isn't something that just happens every day?
Don't think so. Anyone local at Astoria was visited?
first time, I'm afraid, but that does not seem normal. Did you say there were centaurs getting ready to attack?
It looks like an army is surrounding the city from the north. Like, the north, like the far north, there is like a lot of centaurs. They're not
Well,
moving
seems
in or
like-
anything. They're just there.
Well, seems like Astoria is in peril, and we have a party of whatever we are. So let's see if we can do something about it. Let's go into the city and see if what answers we can find.
Yes, perhaps if we help them with this little situation, they will grant us an audience with King.
Indeed.
Okay, so let me just check geography out of. We're coming from the north. The
You're
centaurs
entering from the
north.
south.
Okay. Very good. We don't have to go through the centaur or getting into the city.
The north is
Feels
the
like-
steppades, so it's mostly centaurs and cyclopses. So probably the most dangerous area.
Okay. We can do
Now
this.
the gates open, or does it look like the
Yeah,
city's
it's
locked
open.
down?
You see merchants going in and out. Some farmers. The southern gate is open.
Well, they're not under siege, so I suppose let's not overreact. We don't want to start anything either.
Can Dolus gauge the overall atmosphere as he's approaching the city? The whole atmosphere. What was
Yes.
everybody feeling?
Inside, I guess.
Sure thing. Yeah, 10. Good.
There are a lot of centaurs at the north, and they don't seem too friendly. So maybe a bit scared.
They might not be under siege, but I think having an army at their doorstep is not very good. Let's hit on it.
Yes, let's go into this city and see. Do you think, Arterius, you can get us an audience?
Well, I don't actually know. I have never met Pythor myself.
Well, we are the heroes that the Oracle have sent. Are we not?
We are
Well-
indeed. I do think our name is at least spreading out around a bit. Maybe we can rely on that.
I don't know if we've done enough to reach a king's ears, but I'm happy to go and knock on the door and demand to see him. I mean, hey, he owes me.
Oh, we did slay that damn boar in the countryside. I do believe that is worth something.
Well, let's hope.
Well, as
We
you
walk on
walk,
in.
as you walk on in, the beginning area, I believe you see the text on the map. Is living quarters. You see people. Some houses are, well, the ones next to the gate are a bit more poor, less maintained. The more you go in, the nicer the houses begin to look like.
I mean, just pointing out that to Delphia's eyes, these are rich because all of these houses are made of stone, presumably. They're made of wood.
Yeah, that checks out. As you begin, like before you reach the agora, you see the streets grow more crowded as you properly enter the city. Travelers and citizens mingle, exchanging goods and gossip. Guards line the street, though they are most concentrated by the city gates, despite their attempts to present a stoic facade. You sense that they are restless about something. A small detachment of hoplites move towards you from the north. One man bearing an officer's insignia steps forward from his fellows and respectfully hails at your party. You must be the chosen ones from the prophecy. The king wishes to see you now.
Or to travel fast.
Yeah, that is what I tell you.
I guess the divine luck is not wearing off.
Please lead us to your king.
Yeah, they begin walking. You go next to the agora and well, a big forge and what looks like a tavern before they take a ride and go into the king's palace. They're moving pretty fast, like they're rushing. But as you enter, as you reach the palace, let me just place you. Yeah, some maps I started using different tokens like this ones. I'm not sure which ones you guys prefer. I just don't have them for everything.
Yeah, that's good.
Can't see anything on this one yet.
At the bottom.
At the
Yeah,
bottom.
at the bottom.
There we go.
What was that popping sound?
That was me.
Someone placed it so it was on the map.
Sounds like when you break.
Hmm?
Sounds like when you break something in Minecraft.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I
You should have
cannot
control
move
of the
my
token.
Oh, there
Right
we
now?
go. I can.
Yeah.
There we go. I can, yes.
Yeah, Dallas will have his shield covered up. You march through.
Yeah, he'll lead you straight forward.
Nope.
By the way, are we still level 2 or did we level up? Just
You know,
checking.
still level 2.
Just still level 2. Okay, cool.
So let's go fight an army.
Yeah, he's leading you forward. And I'll slowly begin revealing all of the shadows I definitely properly placed.
I don't have control of my characters, by the way.
Same.
Second. Anyone else? Oh, none of you. Yeah, because it just placed you. So
Yeah. Just Kate's on her phone at the moment.
Can't really control my token either.
yeah, I know.
Kate, you're welcome to
Thanks,
come and sit.
Felix.
It should work now for all of you.
But my bed is too warm.
Bad excuse.
Also, my cat's here.
Good excuse.
Friend.
Exactly. See, say hi, Mika.
Meow.
Mika's voice has changed.
What does Greek cat say?
I mean,
Miaulaka.
Malaka.
Meow. That's what they say. Meow.
and so I guess Delphia is watching the others relatively carefully, opposed to bow to the gods or something like that. You're not all that familiar with the courtly protocols.
Clank, clank, clank on the floors.
Okay, so she's, and then obviously just clanking with the butt of her spear on the.
Definitely.
What spear?
She's got like a shortish, speary thing. It's not the long spear that the hoplites wear. It's more like a short one with a slight. It's like a fairly ancient design.
Yeah, Arterius is looking nervous for perhaps one of the first times in his life. He's like, you can see he looks uncomfortable. Slightly.
Yeah, the hoplite will approach a man sitting at the table to the west. He'll bow and say, "My king, the chosen ones," and will head out the way he came. And I'm still missing someone.
Now, Dolos actually is thinking about this. You might actually recognize
He does not
Delphia's
recognize.
wearing as from
Mhm.
around.
Dolos disappeared before they came.
Ah,
Wait, what are you mentioning? What?
You, you thought you might recognize him.
no, so you might recognize the armor Delphia is wearing. Thinking about where you're coming from, as from
He
around.
disappeared before they came, though.
Yeah, but the armor she's wearing might around that style.
The style,
I don't
maybe.
know.
But
Yeah.
as you walk in,
So,
the
yeah,
king
we'll see.
places his spear beside his throne, holding his head in his hands. He beckons you to come closer and says, "You are the oracle chosen, yes. Let me tell you of my woes." Before anyone gets a chance to react, Kira steps forward and says, "Whatever your woes may be, drowning yourself in wine will not solve them." She scolds. "You have a duty to serve your people in these dark times. This wallowing does no one any good." King Pythor hangs his head at her harsh words. "That may be true, but what can be done? The oath of peace binds my hand, and now the Titans conspire to steal away my precious daughter Anora. But perhaps you heroes can aid me." Several weeks ago, the Order of Sidon sent a detachment of warriors here and demanded making the meds from the Lord of the by the Lord of the Storms, claiming that the Titan demanded my daughter to be chained to a rock and left there overnight as an offering to Sidon.
And we are supposed to do what about that?
Solve his problem, clearly. Well, I guess saving a maiden in trouble is worthy of the Dragon Lords, don't you think?
Perhaps if I'd known I had a sister, such a thing would not have happened in the first place. Hello, father.
Arterius. You knowing about her or not knowing about her would have not changed a thing. The power of the Oath of Peace is weakening, and there is nothing I can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it. As far as I know, we aren't bound by the Oath of Peace, right?
I cannot ask you to help. This is, well, not directly. The oath forbids me.
Is that why we have never met before? This oath is what has kept you from protecting your children?
Unfortunately, there is not much I can do.
Sirius looks at the wine and he says, yes, clearly. Well, my friends, if this is true, I believe it will be up to us to solve such a thing. It doesn't seem this king is much use to anyone. Not anymore.
So Delphia is kind of looking to and fro between Pythor and saying, "Let me." So the king cannot do anything. Sidon can demand. She shudders a bit, like she says, human sacrifice.
Well, we've been
And
giving them cattle mostly, but now they want my daughter.
is this oath of peace not? So you can hear in the way that she's phrasing it, she's kind of gotten the gist of it from the Druids of the Old Woods. But is it not about no one will the people on the other side? How can he demand a human sacrifice?
That I do not know. I don't keep in touch with him, but if they don't get what they want, they probably send the centaurs here.
It does not sound to me as if you have an oath of peace at all.
Well, as I said, the oath's power is waning. The more time we wait, the more it weakens. The less I can do.
Hmm. Well, it will probably be interesting to try and save this human then. Anora. Oh.
The same people that were sent here with the demands. They have a room upstairs. You can talk to them. Tell them I offer them 50 oxen in exchange instead of my daughter. Kier will say, yes, this is probably your best option. Pythor will speak up again. I can also speak with the chieftain of the centaurs. If you can defeat him in a fair trial of combat, he might leave, but it's highly unlikely. He's well trained, and they're unexpected. So the oxen is probably the best option here.
The fields are barren, though. How will that affect your food? You need it to live, don't you?
Need what to live?
Your food. The food.
If we give
Your
them,
fields are.
if they get my daughter, they will sacrifice her, and the army will leave. We will no longer need to sacrifice. But if they accept the oxen instead, well, I will not lose my daughter.
So we offer oxen, starving the city, challenge a very powerful chieftain, probably end our odyssey right here, right now, or let the daughter die. What do you all think?
Isn't overcoming, should we say, what you call them, hard odds or impossible things, what makes heroes heroes? So the trial seems the best option, at least for a hero's point, from what I understand of heroes.
Tyrus looks at Arya and gives a nod of respect. He says yes. And someone has got to stand up for them, if even the gods won't.
Kira will speak up. This is probably a suicide. The oxen are probably a much better idea. Of course, if you win somehow, you will increase your fame, but the chances are rarely in your favor in this case. And dying so early on will prove nothing. Just that you are reckless.
You see, Dolus is in quite deep in thought right now. What about a fourth option?
Yeah. All years.
When we were coming into the city, there were those creatures feasting on whatever was on that rock, right? That's where the sacrifice takes place.
This is how the sacrifice is done. Those creature basilisks turn the creature, the cows here, to stone and eat them. The harpies are probably there to finish the job in case something happens to the basilisks. There are usually a few guards there as well in case someone decides to interfere.
And why not kill the basilisks? Except we will sacrifice the daughter, but nothing comes out to kill her.
Well, the harpies are still there. They will kill her.
Then we will kill the harpies.
Again,
We will just say
the place
we
will
will
be guarded.
allow. Fine. We'll just say we will allow the daughter to go onto the rock. That's all we'll accept. Nothing about sacrificing.
This is not a game you want to play with the centaurs. One wrong thing, and we will lose her.
I say we kill the basilisks.
I say you're even more courageous than I am. Trying to do that is pretty much a death sentence.
And facing that centaur chief is even more so.
We can always try to talk to the soldiers that were brought here. Maybe they will accept.
Yes, perhaps we should try and buy them off before resorting to violence, at least to try and get her back. Once she is safe, then we can see if our blades will be more persuasive.
Oh, she's still here. They know that if she tries to leave, the Centrals will attack. But yes, speaking with them, although it's unlikely, is more likely than attacking the Centaurs. They are at the second floor, to the southwest of the archery range.
Well, guess it won't hurt to go and talk to them.
Yes, let us try. If they do not cooperate, then I nod at Dolos. Then we will move. But they are right. No sense throwing all of your lives away if all we are worth is a couple of oxen.
Well, Sidon is vindictive. Wonder if he will accept this alternative. He likes hurting people. It's not about the sacrifice, it's about what the other person has to give up.
Well, judging from how we become, I can assure it is about sacrifice.
Mm.
Don't give him what he wants, and well, I'm sure you know the story.
Well, then we shall spit in his face.
I'll leave that to you while I'll be far away.
I expected you to be one of the ones to want to spit in his face.
I don't know about you, old man, but I don't plan on dying quite yet. So,
You are wise to be cautious. There is a fine line between bravery and stupidity, after all. Let us go and see. There is only one way to find out. And you, sober yourself up, old man. I have many questions for you. And this is not what I expected to find. He just looks like disappointed in Pythor, but will start making his way to the door.
Wait a second, so you're not gonna ask him if he was the dragon?
What?
You think he was the dragon that kidnapped my mother? somehow that does not make sense to me. And besides, it doesn't look like he's able to tell anyone much of anything other than moping in his woes right now. His servants must not be diluting his wine properly. You said was the door at the bottom of this room, or
No, I said it's on the second floor. It's southwest of the archery, but I revealed the way to the upstairs.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Just switch the map.
we went up the top again.
And for some reason, the map is not properly. It's not the same as the bottom layer, but we will make do.
What's the key point?
Just to reveal. It's not revealing anything. There we go. And I'll just place you.
I see things. Woo.
To be a way to give you control of the tokens immediately instead of doing manually on every map.
We can
Yeah,
drag
that's-
our own
that's-
tokens in.
Oh, if you have your own tokens, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if all of you have your own tokens, that's why I'm asking.
Then we can just delete.
Does everyone have their own tokens? I know Dolos has
Typically.
one. Delphi, Artreus, Arya. You have your own?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm
Are
not,
you?
I'm not sure.
I'll just give you control. For now.
Whoa, what the fuck?
That's a cow.
That is indeed a cow.
Yeah, I gave you control, Valtan, and Arya. There we go.
No control.
Try now.
Control, yeah.
Let's see here. It's
Immediately the
archery
weapon
range, like an armory of sorts. Maybe they train here. See, there two are just currently practicing.
Is there a I see there are weapons lying around
Yeah.
all over the place here. Is there a Xiphos sitting here like a short sword that I might
Yeah.
be able to just pick up?
Yeah, so there is.
Yeah, Arteria is not sure how this next encounter will go. We'll take one and attach it to his waist, just in case.
Okay. Yes, it's southwest. Not sure where you're going. Up in the
Ah.
tower.
I thought you revealed that to show me that's the way to go.
What the fuck?
Suspicious noises.
Come on, peeps, pick up the pace. We got places to be.
Not entirely
Not
wrong.
gonna lie, I think I might need to head out early again. My stomach is fucking killing me again.
No problem. Cheers, Kate.
Alright.
No problem. There will be no
Hope
combat
you,
this session.
Yeah,
hope you feel better soon.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Delphia will take the door action as she walks through all of these places, looking at the furnishings and things. Dawdle action is where you move at half your normal.
Yeah, that's the door here to the room.
Yeah, Dolores loudly knocks on the door. And then looks to the very muscular sorcerer. You want to try?
Yeah, the door just creaks open as you knock it. It's not locked.
Okay.
Yeah, Arteria starts taking a step forward and then just gestures for you to head in first. Seems like you have the touch.
Seems like I do.
Well, you see in the room there are 6 men. They're wearing similar armor, the ones you saw at the temple. One of them is wearing different one, probably higher ranking. They do seem like their armor seems a bit stronger. Like they're not the ones you fought at the temple. They seem a bit tougher.
Yeah.
The one that has a different token will say, "Well, look who it is, the chosen ones. Can we help you?"
In the start of it, telling us what the fuck is wrong with you.
Not much. You?
He thinks he's a dragon lord.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I agree.
Really, Arya? Really? Right now?
He asked.
So what's the order side on sacrificing people now, huh?
Well, daughter of a king is no small feat. If you do a peace Sidon, who am I to say anything?
So what? You just Sidon's lackeys, is it?
His worshippers.
Bunch of plebs, if you ask me.
Good thing no one did. Listen, can I help you with something?
We're afraid Sidon's price is a little high. We have come to offer you an alternative.
Oh, really? I'm all ears.
The king offers you 50 oxen in place of his daughter.
Uh, fuck. Sorry. Am I muted? I am unmuted.
Yeah, can hear
Delphia
you.
would sort of step up behind Arterius and put her hand on his shoulder and say, "Speak at the best that you have ever spoken, for this is the prophecy," and cast a guidance cantrip for the next check you have.
He'll give you a little nod and like confident. Thanks.
Well, he can keep his oxen to himself. You said it yourself. Sacrificing a human is not the same as sacrificing a beast.
But surely enough beasts can make up the difference. Is your Titan such a stubborn fool that he cannot see the difference?
Who am I to judge?
Well, it seems that is why you've been sent here, is it not? Or does Sidon not let you choose and make decisions for yourselves?
Sent us here to sacrifice the daughter of the king. I don't see why we should replace it with any amount of animals.
Wait a second. One human isn't a lot of food compared to 50 oxen. That's a lot of food. So wouldn't that be better for Sidon?
Well, I don't believe it's about the food, it's about the sacrifice.
Quality over quantity, is it?
See? You're not that much of an idiot, so. Unless you have an actual offer.
So, any human or the daughter of the king?
He'll think about it for a second. Either the daughter of a king or all the chosen ones. I'm sure Sidon can make a. Well, he can change something about the sacrifice. I'm sure he will be pleased to have the chosen ones instead of the daughter of the king.
So, what are the rules of this sacrifice? Because I heard she has to be taken to an island. How does it?
No, an island. There's a rock not too far from the southern entrance. We chain her up to the rock, and she just has to. We chain her up at the evening, and she just has to survive till morning, till dawn. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah,
Just chained to a rock.
yeah. Of course, some of the centaurs are around and will ask to make sure no one is meddling with the sacrifice.
Can the sacrifices defend themselves?
Well, if you all agree, sure, I'll let you keep your weapons, even your armor. How does that sound?
We will need time to think, and you will have to go and run to your master to get permission.
Oh, we don't need permission. He'll accept it, but tomorrow evening is the day of the sacrifice, so don't take too long to think about it.
She will look him up and down and maybe do an insight check to see if she can.
Okay.
There's a 12. She rolls a 12 on insight.
Yeah, let me just find this sheet. What or trait I need the stats. So I guess persuasion.
Well, I guess it's for you to decide whether he
He's not lying.
has
This is
decision
what
or whether
you're
he's.
asking. The 27, he rolled a 9 in persuasion.
Okay. So that, I guess, she's not persuaded that he has permission to. I don't know. Does she? I don't. She doesn't believe that he has the permission to make this. To have to ask his boss. So you go and ask your boss while we talk about.
You know what? Sure. I'll go talk to him. The sacrifice will still happen tomorrow in the evening. And if not, the city will disappear.
Arterius, looking thoroughly pissed off, will just snarl and say, "Oh, don't worry. Sidon will get his sacrifice."
Glad to hear it. Unless there is anything else. He motions to the door.
Fucker. Dallas will leave.
Oh, just as we leave, does the dog of Sidon have a name?
I am Gaius.
And Thusly also admits that he is the dog of Sidon. Thank you, Gaius.
You can call
I
me any
see.
name you want. You will be dead in 2 days, not me. Sorry, sacrifice.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Indeed. We shall see how long your master manages to keep you alive as well, then, Gaius. And he's just going to get right up in his. Well, just walk up to him and just give him a look up and down of just disapproval, but he's just kind of trying to intimidate him.
Yeah, the Oracle did say we would face significant. This is not you. She's being unusually sassy, actually.
Maybe being cocky and confident.
Hmm.
He will, if there's like a glass of a cup of wine or something on their table, he'll just pick it up before walking out of the room and drink it himself.
Yeah, you grab a glass from their table.
He'll just down it, and as he gets to the door, he'll say, "See you again soon," and just throw it over his shoulder back into the room. He heads out into the hall.
So, I guess we'll wait until we're out of earshot. And Alfeo said, "Did we just agree to be sacrificed in this?"
I don't know, but if you did, then start sending your prayers to whatever gods you believe in, because we are going to be meeting them tomorrow.
Didn't Notorious already meet his?
Well,
Yes, I wouldn't bother praying to Sidon. I mean to Pythor. But rather us than this new family I've just found out about. We've seen how we can all handle ourselves. We can prove that to Sidon as well. Perhaps make him shake in his boots instead.
I think this Gaius has opened himself to a very bad deal. Might have an ideal too.
And I think we will end it here tonight.
Ah,
You can still talk to each other and plan ahead.
So we're.
I-
How do we do this, TPK?
It's fine.
Okay.
Well, I mean, on the upside, we day, so we have time to prepare and scout. And find out about what we can about rock, because there someone said basilisks, and from what Delphia remembers about basilisks, they can give you a really hard time in combat. So there's, okay, as far as Delphia understands, there is no that stops us from preparing an ambush or something for that particular thing, or taking out some of the whatever happens in that rock. Clearly they're expecting to come during the night. It's not going to be them, because that's not how the usual sacrifice. They were going to just tie her to an altar and kill her. So they're clearly expecting something to come in the night. And maybe we should sort of find out what the locals know and see if we can sort of set up an ambush or defenses or thin out the.
I don't even think it has to be that complicated. Seems like
What?
these things are nocturnal. They only come out at night, about early morning or so, when they're just getting all snuggled up in their little nest. Sneak in, kill them in their sleep. Don't even have to worry about them doing the sacrifice.
Yep, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Basilisk hunting or something.
Chances are these fucking centaurs are overconfident. They probably have maybe one or two guards on watch, even if that.
So what do we know about centaurs in terms of what would they view to be sticking to the rules or breaking the rules? When, so if
They
they're
don't
waiting,
like being tricked.
yeah. So, but they're not attacking. Clearly, there is something that stops them from attacking. It might be this Gaius, the word of Gaius or something. But there is still something about the oath of peace that, I guess, there's some sort of complicated, stupid set of rules. That's basically what she's saying, that I don't get how. There's clearly some sort of complicated, stupid set of rules happening here somewhere. Why does Pythor, the army of the enemy in his palace, dictate to him what to do? Other than, he seems to be a bit of a drunkard.
Seems like the Order of Sidon has grown too powerful. Don't think the city has the defenses to defend against that army out there.
I think Pythor is willingly staying his hand because of the oath. But it seems Sidon is not. Well, it seems he's been finding loopholes. If it is a willing sacrifice, then I suppose it is not considered to be an attack, so therefore doesn't break the oath.
But what is the threat if he doesn't do that? What I heard was he would then attack. Centaurs would attack. Wouldn't that be breaking the oath?
Well, exactly. Maybe we call their bluff.
Are you willing to make that type of call? Put the whole city at risk for that?
It is an expensive way to find out that the oath is meaningless, yes. Lots of people die and nothing happens to centaurs. Means the oath is meaningless and it has always been.
And if Sidon is full of shit and just making this up as he goes along, I don't know. That seems unlikely to me that the Oath of Peace has lasted this long and that it was just some kind of trick. It must have some weight behind it.
So she would turn to and say, You were there.
You
If
was
you were almost losing the war, wouldn't 500 years be enough time to rebuild an army?
I was not there when the Oath of Peace was brokered.
You can make a check to try to, like, try to remember what you know about the Oath of Peace, like how it was, how did it happen,
We check religion or history.
history. And I accidentally closed Roll20, so give me your rolls.
10. Yeah, Dolus was definitely definitely doesn't know.
I
Three.
don't think.
Just 3.
I know exactly how this works, okay? I know the whole story, word for word.
Let me see. What does the Oath of Peace actually say? So, an Oath of Peace is when one where a powerful creature or king demands that the person swearing the oath will commit no violence against them or any of their servants. There's also always a time. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That doesn't help. I need details.
Let's roll.
Details. Anybody else want to try a roll?
I rolled 11.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll for Delphi.
Oh, yeah, you go. More information on the other piece.
Let's see. Let's roll at disadvantage actually. Let's see what she has learned from the group. Is that any bearing? Be a 6 on history.
Aria roll.
With
Fucking Minotaur rolled highest.
Aria rolled lower.
I
Or she didn't
don't
roll.
think she did. I don't think she rolled
She
at all.
didn't roll.
So we should go and find someone who might know. I don't know if Kyra is trustworthy. She seems to be. Maybe she
Here we
knows.
go. I found the thing in the player book. So so one of the items are so basically what the Oath of Peace says is Sidon and Letheria had sworn not to take vengeance upon the mortals of Thelia for a period of 500 years, provided the daily sacrifices to the Titans should resume and their temples should be maintained and honored. So they still get sacrifices. And if they don't get a sacrifice, Oath of Peace is broken, horde of centaurs come. So they can demand whatever they want, basically.
Yep.
As I said to Gaius, Sidon will get his sacrifice. I just don't think it should be what he is expected.
And I don't think that you should underestimate the god that was so petty to turn the entire race into mixture of bulls and humans. If you underestimate him, you might as well just end your life.
That's not the only race he twisted. Where do you think harpies come from?
Well,
They were original sirens. And they, in their attempt to please him, ended up like getting twisted. Oh wait, it was his sister that did. But yeah.
Both of them are as much a plague on this world as they are a part of it. But any idiot knows that one should fear the sea. I don't think it is that we are underestimating him. But he should be wise not to underestimate us as well.
Mhm.
It is our destiny, after all.
Remember what Guy said. He did say we are allowed to survive until the next day. We just have to be on that rock the whole night.
you think you can survive against an unknown, but we can't go and kill a chieftain? That's a bold
don't know.
statement.
Well, that chieftain is supposed to have bodyguards, right? And I assume they want a fair fight. Can you
And
take
what?
a chieftain down?
And what if Sidon releases Kraken on you while we're sitting there on a goddamn rock?
I don't think a kraken can come to a dry riverbed. Please, he can send a kraken to me whenever he wants.
Yeah,
As long as I'm on
Careful.
land, he can't touch me.
That would be a good fight.
So the big difference is
I
the
know,
Centaur
right?
chieftain would be a dual one-on-one. I don't think any of us can chieftain one-on-one. If we fight together like we
Balton?
I think Artorius can take him on.
I could take him. No problem. Also, I saw that they had 6 guards. We could dress them up like us, tie them to the rock, and see how Sidon likes getting his own men back as sacrifice.
I don't know.
Again, our character, Arterius, not clever. Just
I love it.
I think we then have to deal with that disappearing city. I wonder. Disappearing. Would that be the same that happened to my tribe?
Remember, we've only agreed to sit on that rock the whole night. We can kill the basilisk like tonight. They can't say anything about it. We sit on that little rock. What? No basilisk. We sit there all night. Then we win.
They are
maybe it's
likely to
stupid.
find a replacement, but I'm sure we could take care of that as well.
Remember
Short
what
break.
they said.
Come again.
Even if you killed the basilisks, there would be harpies.
I mean, rather fight harpies than basilisks, right?
Not sure.
Sorry, harpies instead of basilisks. Yeah.
Well, not at the same time. That's rather fight basilisks separately from harpies. Don't really care who comes first.
So what do we say? Kill the basilisks, and sit happy on that rock the whole night, and laugh at the order of Sidon.
I like it.
Well then, let's get to it.
Yes, Arterius, you can invite your friends to have a symposium on the riverbank and watch us.
Yes, it would be quite the thing to watch, I'm sure.
Sure, it will piss off Sidon.
And we can sell tickets.
I prepared 6 maps for nothing.
Now you can just reuse one of those maps later on.
No, you will be there. Like you will go to 2 of those next session, at least.
Brilliant.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we?
It's probably the
Yeah,
smartest thing you could have done at this point.
Ooh. You see?
Oh god.
Oh,
That's even more terrifying.
yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Well, looks like we made the right choice then.
There's
I'm
two short
enjoying playing Dolos. Oh, it's so fun. It's refreshing to play a team player.
Yeah.
Comparing to June,
Yeah. Oh man. I'm looking forward to next session now. Ooh.
So pause. Right, gentlemen and ladies and undecideds. So I'm going to call it a day here.
good night.
Yeah. Thanks for the
Thank
session, guys. That was great fun.
Good night.
Night night.
That's what again?
Good night, everyone.
No.
Dude, I literally went yesterday and I realized I fucked myself by buying the lowest edition of For Honor.
Oh, you did that.
You bought the starter one.
Yeah.
It means everything costs more to buy. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can't even buy collector's edition.